Okay, starting off this episode, we're going to change a few settings. I think we're going to allow mass extinction events back on, and I think we're going to make cats allowed to breed with cats that aren't their mate. The next episode, I'm going to also turn this one back on, but for this episode, I think I'm going to leave it at this. So our current cat list here is exactly 1 page long. We have Sleepy Star, Pounce Spark, Shaded Moon, Nightcatcher, Raven Moon, Rowan Pelt, Coyote Howl, Doodle, Lightning Claw, Ermine Heart, Lichen Mane, Fierce Cinder, Red Shade, Icy Coral, Rose Garden, Adder Fur, Bushy Feather, Hazel Stripe, Shine Fish, and Bite Screech. Unfortunately, Bushy Feather hasn't managed to avoid White Cough, Rowan Pelt tells them. The water they inhaled must have been carrying illness with it and are confined to camp while they recover. Hazel Stripe has gotten heat stroke, and the medicine den has been refreshed with new moss. That's really worrisome. I think we might lose Bushy. I don't know. He's stacking up illnesses. I don't feel super confident that he's gonna end up okay. Which, I should be more confident, but it's just like, I feel like we have bad luck when it comes to cats getting certain illnesses and stuff. I don't know, something about this one has me worried, though. So I think I'm gonna put Sleepy and Night together. As Nightcatcher pads through AmbrosiaClan territory with their entourage, they feel a presence join with them. The connection wavers. As quickly as the feeling of company appears, it vanishes. Well, that's unfortunate. We're gonna put Pounce and Red together, and put Icy and Bite. While training, Pounce Spark admits they don't think they're a good deputy. Oh no. The patrol secretly agrees with Pounce Spark. It's a very awkward training session. Oh no. Oh, that's depressing. Oh, Pounce, you insecure baby. That makes me sad to hear that they don't think that they're a good deputy, though. Aw. We're gonna put Shaded and Coyote together. It was one of the worst storms of the season and left Shaded Moon in an unavoidably grumpy mood. Herbs strewn about, prey in hiding, it would take forever to find anything. Coyote Howl attempts to find a way to cheer up the healer. Is he about to make Shaded Moon upset? Coyote Howl splashes fur into a puddle into Shaded Moon's fur. Shaded Moon flubs up like a bottle brush, turning around to quickly send a wave of water back towards Coyote Howl. The two engage in a small water fight, and when they resume the herb patrol, Coyote Howl is glad to see Shaded Moon looks much happier. Okay. I was worried. I felt like Shaded was gonna be grumpy after that, but he seems to actually feel a little bit better, so I'm happy to hear. The Rose and Rowan we'll put together. As the Medicine Cat's patrol pads out to AmbrosiaClan territory, Rose Garden tells Rowan Pelt about the dream they had last night, and with the Star Clan vision convene for AmbrosiaClan. They have an in-depth conversation about Rose Garden's vision as they walk. By the time they head back to camp, they have a good idea of what they should do with the information. Let's see, Doodle and Lightning, and we'll put Fierce and Lichen with them. Doodle suggests this might be a good chance for the cats to practice teamwork. Lightning Claw takes charge and coordinates exercises for the training patrol. Soon cats are using each other as springboards, practicing breaking a clanmate's fall, and working on treading exactly in each other's paw steps. And we'll just put the last three together, that's fine. Ravenmoon goes out with a warrior escort both for safety as they take advantage of the greenleaf growing season and for carrying capacity should they find anything. Surprisingly, Ermine Heart actually starts up a conversation with them about the herbs they're looking for. Ravenmoon launches into the usual spiel, but even more astonishingly, Ermine Heart is actually interested. Catmint was gathered. Okay, time skip 1 moon. Chasing a mouse through the dense area, Shaded Moon accidentally collides with a low-hanging branch, leaving them to return to camp empty paw with a splitting head pain. Lichen Mane fought a fox and was barely even hurt. They're a bit scraped up, but a few scraps are better than claw marks. Red Shade was seen touching noses with a kitty pet. Scandalous. Bushy Feather recovered from White Cough. Oh, that's awesome. I was so worried about them. Hazel Stripe is feeling much better. They've recovered from heat stroke. Bite Screech has realized Tom doesn't describe how they feel anymore. Okay. What are you now? Non-binary. Good job, Bite Screech. I always love it when cats will transition by themselves. I don't know. It makes me so happy to see. Just a reminder to anybody who owns any of the cats in here, if one of your cat transitions their gender and you don't quite think that's in character for them, I can always change that. No problem at all. You know, just let me know. Either shoot me a DM on Discord or Instagram, or just say so in the comments, you know. I'll most likely see it. Let's go ahead and start our patrols. I think I'm gonna do just random ones this time, instead of pairing them up with certain people. I don't know, maybe we should do like a bunch of training sessions this time, and then a bunch of borders after. Just kind of see if we can get some of our cats a little bit stronger. So we're putting Red Shade, Bite Screech, and Hazel Stripe together. Red Shade wanders past an old badger set in the roots of the hazelnut tree, only to freeze. There's new scent here, acrid and sour. Proceed. Well, the only way to know is to check. Hazel Stripe scrambles into the den for a look and comes nose to nose with its occupant. It's only by the grace of StarClan that they're able to redirect the speed and twist around just as fast, shedding fur in clumps as the badger's furious snarling and fizzling follows them up at the burrow tunnel. Well, that was a dangerous training session, wasn't it? Lichen Mane, Rose Garden, and Icy Coral. The patrol quickly devolves into ghost stories, leaving everyone on edge. Oh, that's fun. Despite the tense mood, the patrol is successful, and as the afternoon wears on, the cats relax with each other. Putting Ermine Heart, Pounce Spark, and Fierce Cinder together. Trailing behind the patrol, there's a mighty crash above Fierce Cinder. They look around wildly, just as the world is blotted out by a tangle of heavy falling branches. The patrol works all day to free Fierce Cinder, and gets nothing else done. We'll put Sleepy, Coyote, and Lightning together. Sleepy Star suggests this might be a good chance for the cats to practice new fighting techniques. Lightning Claw takes charge and coordinates exercises for the training patrol. Soon, cats practicing tips, tricks, and tumbles. The Adderfur, Doodle, and Raven. As Ravenmoon pads through AmbrosiaClan territory with their entourage, they feel a presence join them. Proceed. Ravenmoon softly alerts the rest of the patrol their visitor. With respectful nods, the patrol pauses, tucks their paws together neatly, and sits to converse with the StarClan cat. I wish there was like a way we could know what StarClan cat was visiting us. I think that would be a really neat thing. Just kind of, I don't know, analyze the cat's relationship and see who they'd most like to see. Regardless, I think it's cute that we can converse with StarClan so much. We'll put two together, so we'll do Rowan Pelt and Nightcatcher. The patrol finds a nice spot to sun themselves. The sunlight feels great, and the cats have a successful discussion, talking about what came up the last half-moon meeting and whether it'll affect AmbrosiaClan. And Shaded Moon will go alone. As leaf fall arise, the blackberry plants burst into fruit. Shaded Moon heads out to take advantage. Careful now, Shaded Moon finds the blackberry bramble, utterly coated in berries. This is the season for blackberry picking, and it's time to leave the leaves alone in anticipation for the coming leaf bear. The berries are a poor substitute for the leaves, but a medicine cat has to think of the future. Awesome. Okay, I want to look at our Dark Forest cats. Venomchill misses patrolling with their clanmates. Frosty Pelt cleans a wound after an argument turned into bloodshed. Pine Spore does the same. I kind of assume that means these two got into it. Plum Snow is cleaning their fur of muck. Beam Glint watches Pounce Spark with malice in their eyes. Crowjaw is watching Hazel Stripe with a sly smile. Weird cats. Alright, time skipping one moon. AmbrosiaClan doesn't have enough prey for the next moon. Shaded Moon's headache is gone. Lichen Mane is healed from all their scrapes. A loner named Strike waits on the border, asking to join the clan. They decide to keep their name. Okay, so we have a new cat now. We'll go fix them just a second. Redshade will always love Renpelt, but has decided to move on. Bushy Feather is breathing normally again. The water in their lungs is gone. Okay, that's so good. I was so worried about Bushy Feather. Giant Fish pads along on all four legs for the first time in a while. Wincing, their healed broken bone has definitely left the leg weaker, but it's manageable as far as they're concerned. So you have a weak leg, permanent condition now. That sucks. Shine is going through it. So I'm going to quickly go code in our new cat here, Strike, and we'll come back in just a second. So, before I continue on, I want to say that I'm pretty sure that Strike was actually one of our outside cats here, who we saw like once or twice, but hadn't really talked too much besides that. So, I think I want to take that and use it in the canon of the next cat that I added. So, I chose a older cat, although I did actually age him down too, but this is Daisy Swoop. So, I think that Daisy Swoop has been watching our clan for a long time, and he's kind of thought about joining us, but not really been too sure to. So, Daisy was submitted by Fennelfin. I'm gonna submit his mate, Fallowfur, too. You don't have to put both, but I couldn't choose between them. I love my trans mass gay couple. You should make him younger because he's so old he would probably die immediately. Also, I never really saw that he had the bloodthirsty traits, so I never interpreted him that way. It's up to you how you want to utilize him for the story, though. So I did go ahead and make Daisy Swoop's personality trait bloodthirsty, but I'm not going to force him to have any grudges on any cats, even for, like, story reasons. I'm going to let him kind of make his own choice with that. I'm not entirely sure his sexuality, but I'm going to interpret it as gay just because of trans mass gay couple. He might not be gay, he could be bi, but I am just going to interpret that as gay just to avoid any accidental misinterpretations. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at our cats here. So we'll put Sleepy and Night together. As the Medicine Cats patrol pads out into AmbrosiaClan territory, Sleepy Star tells Nightcatcher about the dream they had last night and what the StarClan vision could mean for AmbrosiaClan. They have an in-depth conversation about Sleepy Star's vision as they walk. By the time they head back to camp, they have a good idea of what to do with the information. I wonder if Sleepy kind of wanted to get a new Medicine Cats sort of, what's the word? I guess approach to talking to StarClan, because Sleepy kind of wanted to see a different perspective, since, you know, Sleepy's known the other Medicine Cats for quite a while now. We're gonna put Pounce and Red together. I think we need prey. Let's do hunting. I'll also throw Bushy and Hazel in there. There's a spring in their step as the cats head out. Today looks like a good day for hunting. Pounce Spark chose a completely stupid hunting spot to lead them all to, and by the time the patrol gives up and heads back to camp, more than one cat is throwing surly glares in that direction. Okay, so cats do not like Pounce Spark. They do not like them. Pounce is having an awful, awful time. His clan cats do not like him. We'll do Shaded and Coyote. As Shaded Moon pads through AmbrosiaClan territory with their entourage, they feel a presence join them. Proceed. Shaded Moon softly alerts the rest of the patrol of their visitor. With respectful nods, the patrol pauses, tucks their paw together neatly, and sits to converse with the StarClan cat. We'll do Raven and Ermine. Raven Moon goes out with a warrior escort, both for safety as they try and stock up under the clearly false skies, and for carrying capacity should they find anything. It's an exhausting day. Raven Moon starts chatting with Ermine Heart to pass the time, but they have nothing in common, and the other cat bluntly refuses to talk about boring herbs. They are the most bipolar couple, jeez. Let's see, Rowan and Rose. For Rowan Pelt's concern, their warrior escort is unusually quiet. When prompted on their troubles, Rosegarden comments that they could not help but think of what legacy they would leave behind if StarClan called upon them. Rowan Pelt and Rosegarden spend their time on the patrol discussing how, to StarClan, the end of their life did not mean it was the true end. Even in StarClan, cats had their role to play. Rosegarden's legacy would shine brighter than any star. Comforted by these words, Rosegarden thanks Rowan Pelt and helps bring back the herbs. Next, we're going to put Doodle and Lightning Claw. We want to put them on hunting. And I'll put, Fierce and Lichen as well. That works. As the patrol heads out into the forest to hunt, Fierce Cinder suggests a good sheltered gully. It's a little far from camp, but the hunting ground there is good, particularly for mice. As they arrive, the patrol startles 2 mice, and Fierce Cinder manages to react quick enough with an intellect pounce to catch one. It's a good omen for the rest of the morning's work, which proves to be productive and satisfying hunt. I think I'll just put those 3 together. So we'll do Shine, Bite, and Icy. Eyes glowing with the last ray of sunset, the small hunting party heads out into gathering dust. It's the perfect time of day, the cats melting in and out of their territory's shadowy cover as their success begins to pile up. At first only a couple pieces of prey, then more and more and more, until finally Icy Coral calls off the patrol, not because the prey has escaped them, but because they're going to have trouble carrying it all home. A huge amount of prey. So, 115. That's awesome. So, Adderfur and Daisy will put together. It was one of the worst storms of the season, and left Daisy Swoop in an unavoidably grumpy mood. Herbs strewn about, prey in hiding, it would take forever to find anything. Adderfur attempts to find a way to cheer up the healer. Adderfur splashes water from a puddle onto Daisy Swoop's fur. Daisy Swoop fluffs up like a bottle brush, turning around quickly to send a wave of water back towards Adderfur. The two engage in a small water fight, and when they resume the herb patrol, Adderfur is glad to see Daisy Swoop looks much happier. I'm glad that this prompt has been going positively, the last few times, because usually when I get that prompt, they always just end up fighting each other at the end. It's not fun. Nightcatcher feels a sense of dread. Lightning Claw is curious about other clans. Lycan Mane is wondering what the inside of a two-legged inn looks like. You know what a two-legged inn looks like, girl. Signfish has disappeared often recently. Huh. Very interesting. Time skipping 1 moon. We are now on 80. Party Hall was out on a walk alone when they heard a dog approaching. They crawled into a thorny shrub to hide, but then some nasty scratches in the process. Aw. Sleepy Star has gotten white cough. That's not good. Rose Garden was murdered. The culprit is unknown? Excuse me? Redshade trips over an unseen rabbit hole, spraining their paw. Nightcatcher has gotten white cough. Fierce Cinder was touching noses with a rogue. The past moon Rose Garden has taken their place in StarClan. AmbrosiaClan mourns their loss. Are you kidding? Who? Rose. Alright, who did it? Come on. We're gonna go through everybody's relationships. I'm just gonna click through them. You like Rose. Shaded kinda dislikes Rose, but not by a lot. Nightcatcher doesn't care. Daisy doesn't care. Raven Moon doesn't really care. Rowan has a teeny tiny bit of dislike. That's not enough to murder, though, I don't think. Is it possible for a cat to just murder some other cat that they have, like, no opinion of? I mean, I guess if they're bloodthirsty, maybe, but... not seeing any huge markers towards them yet. Yeah, Coyote Hall doesn't really care about Rose. Doodle likes Rose. Lightning doesn't care about Rose. Ermine likes and dislikes Rose. Lycan really dislikes Rose. Okay. Lycan, you're suspect number 1 right now. Fire doesn't care about Rose. Redshade does not care about Rose. ICD kinda respects Rose. Adderfur kinda dislikes Rose. Bushy does not care about Rose. Hazel doesn't care about Rose. Shine likes Rose. Bite doesn't really care about Rose. So Lycan is our main suspect for murder of Rose. Really. I was not expecting a murder. That's crazy, okay. Well, alright then. Okay, Lycan. Awesome. So I think Rose was unfortunately one of our doomed cats, so I think she actually has to go to the Dark Forest now. Yeah, Rose was one of our revived cats. I am so sorry. Well, I guess moving on now. That sucks. I did say I wanted some drama, though. So we're gonna have, Shaded and Coyote. Shaded Moon is on a mission to find Lungwort now that Leaf Bear is on the horizon. The only reliable cure for Yellow Cough, they're determined that AmbrosiaClan won't run out of it. They take along Warrior Escort to help. Takes them all day, but finally, eventually, Shaded Moon spots the speckled leaves they've been looking for, so crucial to harvest before the plant dies back in Leaf Bear. Just for a second, they feel the weight of their responsibilities lift, the strength of that relief catching them off guard. You know, Shaded deserves a little bit of a break. They've gone through so much as a medicine cat. We'll do Ice and Bite, and we'll add Shine in there. And Adder. Go Border. As your patrol is checking the border lines, they notice that a Sunesis clan scent has strayed into the territory. Adderfur can't contain their annoyance at the trespass. When your patrol finds a lost Sunesis clan apprentice to be the source of the scent, Adderfur reprimands them heavily. The apprentice is nearly in tears when Adderfur finally lets them go, and the patrol leads them back to the borderline, tension thick in the air. Adderfur, you're in a mood. Probably because your sibling died not too long ago. I'd be moody too, honestly. We'll do Bushy and Hazel with Fierce and Lycan. The patrol hears a cat begging for their housefolk to come back, just barely intelligible, over the sound of a monster speeding away. They discover the cooling body of a kitty pet. It seems they attempted to run after their two legs, but was run over by another monster. Lycan Mane silently sends a prayer for the kitty pet, and can't help but curse the two legs who abandoned such a loyal cat. Dang, okay. Okay, let's see, next... we'll do Raven and Ermine. Raven goes out with a warrior escort, both for safety as they try and stock up under the leaf-fall skies, and for carrying capacity should they find anything. Surprisingly, Ermine actually starts up a conversation with them about the herbs they're looking for. Raven Moon launches into the usual spiel, but even more astonishingly, Ermine Heart is actually interested. So Ermine is interested this time, but wasn't last time. But was the 2 times before that, but not the time before that. Aye. We'll do Doodle and Lightning. Border. Your patrol meets WisteriaClan, a clan they consider to be allies at the border. Doodle approaches the other patrol first, calling out a greeting and then remarking on a recent battle between WisteriaClan and one of the other clans. Doodle compliments the Wisteria cats on their battle prowess. Okay, so there's been a war between Wisteria and somebody else. I really wonder who. Okay, so last one we'll do for this episode, we'll put Pounce Spark, Daisy Swoop, and Rowan Pelt together. Daisy Swoop sniffs the clean, fresh morning air, wondering if they can smell juniper berries in the breeze. They assemble a patrol to investigate. Juniper needles have so many uses. Calming minds, easing breath, soothing bellies. As a traveling herb, really, Daisy Swoop will always feel better having a good store of the stuff. And the patrol has been very successful. They make sure to thank their team, though the warriors can't take any of the lovely scented berries to their dens this time. Alright, and that will be the end of this episode. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully we have no more murders the next episode, but we'll see. Bye-bye.